the key thing is that the AI reacts to how you play. You know, the whole...
Oh my God.
That could not have been better.
Everything stops right there.
Wow. Yes. Best
All
part
kinds
of
of
Far
AI.
Cry 5. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to PlayStation Underground. On today's show, this is a very special episode because we are playing Far Cry 5 with Dan Hay, creative director on Far Cry 5, and Daryl Long, producer on Far Cry 5. Gentlemen, welcome to the program. We're all in a very interesting situation right now.
We're pretty much in a porta potty, right?
We're in a confined space.
Very confined. It's cozy.
But we are in a new area that we have not seen a lot of in Hope County, Montana. And Dan, you want to walk me through a little bit what we're seeing?
Sure, yeah. So basically what we're looking at right now is that this is a whole new region that we've sort of brought for people to play today. And this is Jacob's region. He's the older brother of Joseph. And he's much more the militant side of things, right? And so you head up north and you head into Jacob's region. He's got troops up here, he's got people that he's training, and there's also a militia in this space that are the good guys that basically you're going to be able to find them, you're going to be able to get their help, and as you build the resistance meter against Jacob, that resistance is going to be key into pushing back on the cult.
Yeah, that meter is kind of paramount and meta to the entire experience, right? Is trying to push back on this cult.
It really helps define sort of how you're doing and the organic nature of the game.
And Daryl, is it nice to see all this in motion after so long?
Man, it's beautiful. So good.
I've never seen anything so beautiful in my life.
You can hear it in our voice. We're so happy.
It makes me cry.
Yeah, during the time of this recording, we are, I would say, perilously close to your launch, and it must be kind of wild to be at that position. So
it's great. I mean, we know what the game is, and we've been hanging on to it for so long that you get to a point where you just want to show it and let the game talk, right? Yeah. And so we're here. You're able to play it. You're able to see all the cool stuff.
Or in this case,
horrible, terrible stuff.
Yeah,
yes,
terrible
exactly.
Things.
No, but it's great.
Walk me through this area, this station.
So we're way up north right now, and I think you're on. So this is the radar station at the top, and I think what Max is about to do is jump in here, take this place out, and actually go after a radar tower. And then I'm assuming what he wants to do is see if he can get a chopper.
He can hear us, so luckily.
Yeah. Go ahead, Max. Do what you want to do. It's not a prescription for success at all.
And Max is fully loaded with the artillery here. Okay, so we are not
going
taking the
loud.
stealth option.
Stealth is out the window.
This is more of a window into Max than it is the game right now.
I usually try and start with stealth, and then things really careen off the rails for me very quickly. But that's something that you were telling us earlier today, Dan, is that Far Cry 5 very much a game that you play how you want to play. You can go fish, you can go hunt, or you can go, liberate giant stations very loudly, as we are doing now. Daryl, how does the team sort of balance all that out and kind of keep things fun for the stealth users, keep things fun for people who like to use the artillery? What does that look like from the inside?
Well, the key thing is that the AI reacts to how you play. You know, the whole...
Oh my God.
That could not have been better.
Everything stops right there.
Wow. Yes. Best
All
part
kinds
of Far
of
Cry
AI.
5. That was the guardian of this station, and we have vanquished it.
That worked really well.
Sorry, Daryl. Please continue.
I have no idea what I was saying anymore. I lost everything to the
react.
Wolverine.
It totally happened right there.
And how you play the game, the game reacts back. So right now, I mean, we're towards the beginning of the game, and the AI is difficult. The cultists, they're the base level of cultists. But if you were to come back to the same outpost later on through there we go. That's
Very
done.
nicely done.
Try not to be too efficient.
Yeah, you played this game before.
Beautiful throw.
Not the first time. But if you were to come back to this outpost later on, there would be different enemies there. There'd be more advanced enemies that are harder to fight against, and they have new tactics to use against you. So the whole time you're playing, the AI is reacting to how you play.
And I don't know if Daryl, you also want to speak a little bit to the Guns for Hire system, because do we have someone with us right now?
Absolutely.
Or is that well, that's just our co-op partner, but
That is a friend for hire.
Yes. Okay.
So the thing about the Guns for Hire is, and Daryl's right, like when you're playing the game.
Wolf.
Oh, there's a wolf coming. Look out, dude.
And you're dead.
And you're dead, Max.
Cling
You're
to life.
Never gonna hear the end of it. Ever. Oh, and the wolf is just okay.
No, we're showing
it
the
back.
audience how this is a dangerous open world situation.
Yeah, but finishing the radar station on your back, that's not it's not the way you want to be remembered.
Max is not mic'd up. You can see his face.
We have congratulations, though. Be it wolf deaths or otherwise, we have accomplished our mission here, so that's good. All right, so here we are. We are getting a beautiful look of some of the open world right now. We successfully, with some wolf death, liberated that.
There was a healthy dose.
A healthy dose.
Yes.
And now we are heading towards a giant cheeseburger filled with cheese.
Yeah.
This kind of blew me away, Dan, when you were telling me about what's in, I think what I'm in store for here. I'm excited to see because I haven't seen this yet in game.
Well, this is pretty cool. This is basically the Fang Center. It was originally there for animals and whatnot, but also you see this giant cheeseburger statue because Cheeseburger, the bear that we have as a Fangs for Hire in the game, is actually quite famous in Hope County, right? And you have an opportunity to go and see if you can find Cheeseburger. And the whole time, and there's all kinds of stuff that you can do around the world to actually look for.
That was
look at that. Max. You can also just decide to arbitrarily jump out of helicopters and land in the middle of the Fang Center.
This is Max's stealth approach.
Wow, Max. All right, so here he goes. He's going to jump in. We're
following partner hanging out.
Following the co-op partner. Leaving your partner to take the Fang Center by themselves.
You couldn't ask for a more organic playthrough of this section of the game.
Yep.
Love it.
Holding nothing back.
And we're back in.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt too. All right, you're in.
So we are going to try and take this by force after, I'm going to say a helicopter death.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Blame the helicopter.
Yeah, gravity death. And it's great. It's so I'm just looking at all the little micro play spaces that your designers have built in here. Think like these little interiors, fences that you can get into.
Yep.
I mean, it's just incredible the amount of environmental diversity here that you have to play with. And this is, of course, just one part of a very larger open world map.
We wanted each location to have its own personality, right? To have a history. You could look at it, you could understand this is where they kept animals. And to be honest, if you were going to go and experiment on animals, this is probably where Jacob would go first, right? And then they managed to be able to save. Oh, now they called in reinforcements, but you got co-op partners going to go toe-to-toe with them.
The reinforcements on this outpost are tough. I mean, they're not messing around with this one. These guys going in loud like that, they're picking a good fight. Or a bad fight.
Would you say that stealth affords a, I don't want to use the word easy, but a smoother play of the game, or does it really come with its own challenges?
I think, Daryl was talking about it earlier, is that if you're playing with Guns for Hire, there's no question that if you have Boomer with you, and Boomer's pretty much like this organic drone, you can go in and there's a lot of things you can do to start to be able to tag people and understand what's going on, and then you can initiate Boomer if you want. If you want to play stealth, you want to use Jess, you can do that. And there's no question that it affords the ability for you to be a little bit more intentional with your gameplay, but you also can just go in and raise hell if you want, cause all kinds of trouble. But it also depends on how the game is going to get pushed back on you. If you make enough of a ruckus, what's going to happen is the game's going to send more AI after you, and it's going to cause all kinds of mayhem.
All right, so congratulate another liberation.
Took it, and we start to see the resistance start to push back in, and the whitetail, the militia, actually start to push back in and take over the area and start to push back against the cult. So there you go, famous Cheeseburger t-shirt right there. Everybody in the world knows him.
Everybody in the world, from the far reaches of international waters, Cheeseburger the bear, known.
Absolutely.
Taking an outpost opens up new opportunities to you as well. As you move through the area, as you create new range for the resistance to take over, you're going to see new opportunities pop up. And in this case, we've got Wade, he was the owner of the Fang Center, and the guys are going to go talk to him in a minute. In this mission, so what Wade explained is that in order to get Cheeseburger, you're going to need to feed him, to win him over. So now the guys are going to go fishing. They're going to try and catch some salmon.
Oh, this is the best. It's a whole palette of gameplay colors that I can paint with, you guys.
If you were going to go capture a bear, what would you need? You're going to need salmon.
A cheeseburger. Oh, salmon.
There you go. So you go and get the salmon and you're good to go.
Well, that's the thing. He can't eat cheeseburgers anymore because he's diabetic.
Oh, of course. Of course. I'm glad that we have the bear's health in mind.
Absolutely.
It's paramount.
Watch out for that.
Oh my gosh. Oof. And this is great. And this, obviously that cultist truck was not part of the plan. It was just that it happened to be there in your path.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen in this game. There's always something new being thrown at you.
I'm watching this right now, and as I said at the top of the show, I haven't seen this section of the game, but I just don't understand how games like this are made, because they're so big and there's so much going on, and I don't mean to gush, but that's ridiculous. It seems like something like this of this size would take decades to build, leaf by leaf. But you guys do not take decades. You actually have a substantial amount of time less than that.
There's no question it's challenging.
Yeah.
Right? You've got to be thinking about how all the systems collide. You got to be able to have moments like this where you can walk up and you can fish. You have the opportunity. The open world can still mess with you, right? And as developers, we don't know what's going to happen, right? We have no idea.
Oh, yep,
Very nice.
Make sure you finish that.
Very nice.
Sometimes I find myself like I'll be playing the game and I'll have a certain objective in mind, and next thing you know, I'm hunting ducks.
Yeah.
And I'm not even doing what I was supposed to be doing, and an hour later I'm thinking, oh, I should be at home with my family, but instead, I'm still hunting ducks.
That, could be a back of the box quote. I should be at home with my family.
But I'm still hunting
But I'm still hunting ducks. Great. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks, on PlayStation Underground.
So the fishing system, actually, the challenge is dynamic as well. Depending on...
You guys put everything in.
Yeah, we really did. Depending on where you are, the type of fish that you catch, the challenge is going to be difficult. And in this case, this salmon obviously clearly does not want to be caught at all. Max is struggling hard with it. I think soon he's going to jump out of a helicopter and die on it.
We're making life as difficult as possible from...
You lost it.
You know what's interesting though? You build a game like this with this many systems, this many things that can collide, and then you take it to E3 and it's got an earnest story, it's got great moments, and then you realize people are just going to spend half an hour fishing. That's all they want to do is fish, and that's okay. That's how they want to play it.
Yeah. Do you feel like, are you going to be able to go to sleep at night at the end of the day if someone buys your game, which your team, sweat, blood, and tears for years, and all they do is fish?
I need sleep.
Okay.
So yes, I'm going to be just fine.
I love it. And even things like the way the water is reacting inside it's great. I love it. Oh, we caught a salmon.
There you go.
Don't throw it back. 13 pounds. There you go. I know nothing about fishing. Is that a lot? Is that a giant? Is that a big fish?
Not bad.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay.
It's
We're trying to be nice.
Just can't give Max an inch. Not an inch.
Oh, I feel terrible.
All right, so now Max has got to go and grab a vehicle or and boost over and head over to basically find out where Cheeseburger is.
You can see Max is getting perk points right now because he's completing different challenges. In that case, he caught the salmon that finishes a fishing challenge. So now he's got a new perk point, and with that perk point, he can go in and unlock new skills that'll make him stronger. There's a whole huge variety of things, from personal upgrades like better weapon handling, things like that, all the way to upgrades for your guns for hire.
Ooh.
Some muscle.
I was not expecting a car of this type out in Hope County, Montana, but here we are. Can you turn up the heat in this car, please? It's,
The thing that we spent a lot of time on was the music in the game.
Yeah.
And you get into a car and you're in Montana, you expect to have classic American tunes, you expect to be able to have that, so the music is almost a character in the game.
Yeah, we talked about that, I think, last time, how, especially as someone like myself who loves like blues and bluegrass, there's just a lot, there's a great tapestry in Far Cry 5 that, as you say, it adds character.
There are times actually when I'm at the office, I'm working on something, and I'm listening to the cult music, and that's when you know they've got you.
Daryl, do we need to have a conversation
We'll hear
afterwards?
people whistling it, right?
Oh, really?
Oh, people and it's in their head. It's Inception.
Oh no.
Is that you or Julian? Because your aim is terrible. Civilians are going to be turning against you if you keep it up.
Daryl is relentless on Max. Oh my God.
You guys will never want to record this show with me again.
Oh, it's great. It's good. It's just funny because truly, you can tell we have no idea what's going to happen because it's completely organic. So we're watching it and just trying to figure out what's going to happen next. Oh, I know what's going to happen next.
He got up from that one.
Can you cling to life or be resurrected? Oh.
Is your guns for hire?
The Guns for Hire is going to do it, maybe.
Hooray, thank you. Many thanks.
And you got the supply vehicle for it.
Many thanks. We survived.
So just jump across.
Swim. Now, is this when a giant shark comes to eat us? Because the luck that we've had so far.
Yeah, at this point, nothing would
Expect a
surprise me.
helicopter to come and land on Max.
Somehow the entire river just ignites in flames.
Yeah.
Gosh, the amount of foliage that's in these
Gotta feel
areas
real,
too.
man. That's why we went there. It's got to feel real.
How long did the team stay, or how many
2
trips?
weeks. 2 weeks we were there, but there were multiple trips.
Multiple trips.
Meeting
Yeah.
different people, you know, gaining a sense of the place, really trying to understand the feeling of it. And I think what's super cool is we've actually talked to people who are from there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this feels really familiar. It feels good." So I think what Max is going to do now is they're going to jump in and basically try and clear the spot out and see if they can find Cheeseburger.
I love that that's the end goal of this video, is finding a bear named Cheeseburger.
Yep.
Find
Only the finest entertainment for our audience. Okay, so let's see if we do the stealth
Yeah,
route.
they are trying stealth.
I'm
Let's see.
interested to see. Ooh, look at that slide.
Yep.
Watch out.
It's very subtle, hiding in the bushes.
Oh, careful. That system is great, by the way. It gives you a bit of leeway of making mistakes it's without ruining your entire stealth operation, which is what I do every time.
Well, even when you do blow stealth, sometimes you can, retreat back, wait a little while. The AI never really entirely calms down because obviously they know that something happened. There we are. There's the cheeseburger.
We got it. We got it, guys.
Here is my salmon of 19 pounds.
13.
It's worse.
Cheeseburger, please do not kill us. Oh my God, he's so
Gonna have
cute.
a moment here.
He's so cute. Aww.
Do not try
Oh my
this at
gosh,
home.
yes, please, everyone watching, never, ever try to pet a bear.
Don't do this at home.
I don't care if you're a trained professional or not.
And here we go. Cue the mayhem.
Oh, this is when the mayhem starts?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
the
when
cult
they
reacts.
start to realize, wait a second, you're going to take Cheeseburger. There's no way. They were looking for Cheeseburger themselves, and now you're about to go toe-to-toe and see Cheeseburger in action.
Just leaping into the front. Right onto the barrels. Good aim. Good aim.
Cheeseburger is a tank unit, so he's going to take all the aggro for you, and you can pick off the enemies from a distance.
Oh, love it. Love it.
Now, what we're missing is the music for this. It's one of my favorite. The music is awesome. It's just a carnival. It's a symphony of mayhem.
They'll get that, the audience will hear. We're just
Awesome.
not privy to it in our small
Oh,
game.
nice, Max.
That was beautiful. That was
Fireworks.
almost
Oh,
enough
who's
to
down?
redeem oneself. Oh, careful.
Attacking from both sides. Watch out, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Nice shot.
Nice.
Double
Oh
kill.
my God.
All right, these are some VIPs also. They're
And
a
it
lot
looks
tougher
like a
than
couple
the
of them got
normal
bliss
units.
on them.
Using every tool at your disposal. There's so
comes
much
Cheeseburger.
going on. There's dynamite being thrown. There's a bear running through the fire. Like it's
Someone just blew up the bear.
no cheeseburger.
Oh,
Cheeseburger.
nice.
Made it.
She does not look happy.
Yeah,
No.
she's-
Like,
Man, I
Max,
need to
even-
come rescue
even
you.
the
Could you
co-op
keep
character
it
is saying,
together?
Max, pull it together, buddy.
We're gonna need Max to sign a waiver about releasing this footage.
All right, you did it.
That's it.
Nice.
Nicely done, boys.
So now you got the option to basically have Cheeseburger as a thanks for hire.
Awesome. He's fantastic.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a rather wonderful look at Far Cry 5. Dan, Daryl, thank you. Max, thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Max.
Dan, Far Cry 5, when can we play it on PS4?
You're going to be able to play it on the 27th. Basically, March 27th, everybody's going to be able to play it.
Awesome. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And folks, thank you for watching. And until next time, this has been PlayStation Underground. We'll see you.
Far Cry 5 launches soon, but before that happens, we're taking a trip to the Whitetail Mountains to ride zip lines, snipe cultists, see the sights, and start some fights. The mountains are filled with stealth-friendly forests, massive cliffs for wingsuiting, hidden caches to uncover, and some of the toughest, most fanatical cultists in Hope County. The Whitetails are the domain of Jacob Seed, one of the cult's heralds and the brother of cult leader Joseph Seed. Jacob is an army veteran who trains wolves to become terrifying judges, and his presence looms large over the mountains. Only the strong survive is Jacob's mantra. Where his siblings at least try to convert the people they kidnap, Jacob is a lot less forgiving if he thinks you're weak.
Call the weak!
But he thinks you've got potential, so he throws you straight into a drug-fueled time trial through a hallucinatory training course.
Tick-tock.
Jacob and his goons aren't the only army up here, though. Meet the Whitetail Militia, who are just as heavily armed and shaggy-looking as the cultists, but aren't interested in kidnapping and murdering innocent folks. They're also secretive, and won't really trust you until you've done them a few favors. There's also Jess Black, a bow-carrying loner who'll join you as a gun for hire if you help her out with a vendetta against a flamethrower-toting zealot known as the Cook. Silent, scarred, and deadly serious, she's the ideal partner for a stealthy player. Less stealthy but no less effective is Cheeseburger, a tame bear and tourist favorite. Track him down and give him a couple salmon and he'll eagerly charge into battle alongside you, hurling cultists around like ragdolls. And if that's too subtle for you, there's always Herc.
You're that sumbitch Dutch who's going on.
No, not that Herc. This Herc.
So come on, man!
He may have commanded explosive-toting primates in Far Cry 3 and fought with the Golden Path in Far Cry 4, but his dad still thinks he's an idiot.
You're dumber than a box of shit.
That's okay. Not only do we love him anyway, but his rocket launcher is great for clearing out cult outposts whenever you decide to go loud. But if you want a really versatile partner, one who does everything you can do, covers angles you didn't even think of, and laughs at your jokes,
Nice.
consider playing Far Cry 5 in co-op. Not only does this let you inventively rip up Hope County alongside a friend, but you'll still be able to roll with a computer-controlled companion who will answer to you and do their best to keep up with whatever shenanigans you and your buddy get up to.
Oh yeah, nice.
Just run him over with the chopper.
It's all coming your way on March 27th when Far Cry 5 launches on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. For more updates on Far Cry 5, subscribe to this channel and visit us at news.ubisoft.com.